Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Austin Shattuck here for another episode of Austin's Academy of Sports, where today I'm going to be talking about the Big Ten tournament. March Madness is right around the corner. It starts this week. When you will be watching this video, it starts this week. The conference tournaments have been playing last week and have concluded, but I want to talk about the first few games for the Big Ten tournament that started with Wednesday night's game between Rutgers and Maryland and Michigan and Penn State. So let's talk about Rutgers and Maryland first. Maryland won that game 65-51 and was highlighted by Donta Scott. He was the leading scorer for the Terps, scoring 16 points. He is one of them 3-and-D type of players that scores from three and defends at a high level, especially in college basketball. You want to have a defensive player that can stop Big Ten scorers. And that's what he was assigned to do against Rutgers. Donta Scott is that power forward that can guard the big man and guard many different perimeter shooters. And he can even guard all of the point guards and the shooting guards that are highlighted on the opposition. So Donta Scott was tasked on Wednesday night to guard Cliff Amore, the Rutgers starting center that is 7 feet tall and can dunk on anybody. And Donta Scott did a very good job only holding Cliff Amore to, let's see what he got here. He got 25 minutes and 2 points. So he only held Cliff Amore to 2 points. That's what won the game for Rutgers, or for Maryland that day. And Rutgers' season is officially over. As for Michigan and Penn State defeated Michigan on Wednesday night following that game 66-57. The Nittany Lions' leading scorer was Zach Hicks. He scored 20 points, and for Michigan, Terrence Williams II, he scored 15 points. That is officially his last game as a Michigan Wolverine. Thankfully so, under Juwan Howard. They just need to fire him and make a decision quickly about Juwan Howard. And when Juwan Howard is gone, Michigan will be a better school. Michigan was a legit school when Juwan Howard played for the Fab Five back in the, late 90s, early 2000s. With the Fab Five, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose, and now they are all successful in the NBA. But Juwan Howard as a coach is not the move. They need to fire him and move on and look forward to next season with their new recruits. And then as for the Thursday games, that's when we started going from 12 to 10 at night. Michigan State and Minnesota started that day off, right? Michigan State fans, here's what you want to hear. They beat Minnesota 77-67. Michigan State came into the Big Ten tournament slumping, losing 4 of their last 5 games. But they won their first game against Minnesota and then earned themselves a trip to play Purdue. And even better, earned themselves a trip to go to March Madness, which will be in the coming weeks. That would be a record for Tom Izzo as Michigan State head coach. 26 straight years that he has made the Big Ten made the NCAA tournament. Now, all those years, it could have been any seed. Some of the years he could have made a 1 seed. Some of the years he could have made a 10 seed. Like this year, he'll probably make an 8 or 9 seed. And it'll be the classic 8-9 game. Michigan State will probably beat whatever team they play in the first round. And then in the next game, when they play in the round of 32, they'll play the 1 or 16 team, and it'll be a classic dogfight. Michigan State will put up a fight against any number 1 team in the country. And that's what will happen. That's what NCAA wants, because Michigan State college basketball makes NCAA a lot of money. And they will not disclude Michigan State from March Madness. But anyways, let's talk about that Michigan State-Minnesota game. A.J. Hoggard finally proved that he is a star player. Tyson Walker did not have the best game. A.J. Hoggard had to lead his team with 17 points, 6 for 6 from the field, 100%, and even 100%. That's a great game for the Spartans. And then Tyson Walker, like I said, did not score. Let me pull up his stats here really quick. against Minnesota. He had, pulling it up here, Tyson Walker had 15 points in 32 minutes for the Spartans and Tom Izzo. And then Jaden Akins, the talented trio of guards. Jaden Akins only had 9 points in 35 minutes, but he was electric on the defensive glass for the Spartans, and that helped them propel the win over the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Their next game was against Purdue, which is currently being played. As I make this video, it's currently being played. I predict that Michigan State could win this game and give Purdue some tough numbers, tough matchups in this game, but we will find out. Stay tuned for more updates next week as I bring you more Austin's Academy of Sports. As always, fire up chips. Austin signing off.